third former president. So now that I'm back, I remember him, and I want him. I want us to go into production in this country. We've got to produce. We have a lot of minerals, we've got a lot of products. I was talking to a bunch of Australians. They're saying that the minerals at Kankakude in Balaka have a lifetime of 100 years. And the minerals at graphite and rutile at Cassia have a lifetime of 40 to 60 years. Only those two together, if you mine and manufacture them here, we make over $500 million a year, enough to establish a fund, a sovereign fund, to fund this country. You know, Norway used to be a very poor country until they discovered oil, and they set up a sovereign fund, and now Norway is one of the richest countries in terms of per capita in Europe. And we want to do that, so I want us to go into manufacturing, and therefore, I don't want any minerals exported in this country in raw materials. I'm issuing a decree today, no artisan, nobody at the airport is going to allow exportation of materials in raw form. If they do, I'm going to arrest them. It's as simple as that. We must add value here and then export them. There's one item which they bought $200 here, and they sold it after processing $700. You see, and that's how much we're being cheated. So I want to warn those, and those people who are mining illegally at Namizimu, in Mangochi and other places, of news for you. Your days are numbered. Very soon we'll kick you out of that Namizimu. Last time, under General Spoon, we set up a program, we sent them there, but we made so much resistance, and because these people have so much support from others, their buyers and so forth, that the program did not succeed. When they did not succeed, we failed to root them out. But this time I can tell you we'll root them out. This time they'll succeed.
Wow, no one can stop tribalization of Africa, tribalization in religion, tribalization in education, tribalization in agriculture, tribalization in economy, tribalization everywhere. Everyone loves tribalization. Brothers and sisters started in Ouagadougou in Burkina, now it has reached in Blantyre and Lilongwe in Malawi. A new president of Malawi, as you heard, His Excellency Peter Mutharika, has joined Captain Ibrahim Traore by banning export of minerals into raw forms. Brothers and sisters, Africa is in the right track. We want tribalization of Africa in every sector, especially in mining, in resources. We want to see Africans processing their natural resources and own the economy. So, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, let me salute you in the name of Pan-Africanism and take this opportunity to welcome you in this video where we are going to look very keenly the decision made by the president of Malawi, His Excellency Peter Mutharika, by taking the action of banning export of raw minerals from Malawi. You heard Malawi has discovered oil and other minerals, but these minerals are being always exported outside of the country as raw materials. The president has said enough is enough. We can no longer allow others to benefit from our resources while our people, our children, our students, and young people in general remain in poverty, while we have resources that can be processed here, create jobs, and young people, Africans, Malawians make money and make wealth. Fellow Africans, stopping export of low minerals, what does it mean? It means that you are going to create jobs. You are going to boost innovation. You know, many times we have been lamented that Africans cannot even manufacture cars. Africans cannot manufacture mobile phones. Africa has rare earth minerals, but we are still importing finished product from those resources. But all in all, by stopping export of these minerals or resources into raw forms, it means we are going to allow Africans to manufacture their own things through these resources. We are going to boost innovation. As I said, we are going to create jobs. Right now, many countries are suffering with a shortage of job opportunities. You remember what happened to Madagascar. It was sterilization of Madagascar because young people asked for jobs. But if we can allow Africans to process their raw minerals, they can think beyond. They can see, oh, through these minerals we can do this. Through these resources we can do this. Through this we can create this. So Africans will create jobs their own. And also Africans will own the economy. You know, in many African countries, we don't own our economy. And that's why we have resources, but those who are coming to buy our resources and taking our resources are the ones who are responsible for the price. We have gold, but the one who put the price of the gold is not Africans. Why? Because we don't control our economy. Our economy are being controlled by others. This also will boost industrialization, because if we are saying we are no longer going to export our minerals or resources into raw forms, it means we are going to allow people to build industries. So this will boost industrialization. Industrialization, we are going to create jobs. So you see, and everyone is going to benefit. Technology, we are going to have different technologies because we have minerals and people starting to innovate. So technology will come. At the end of the day, Africa can compete with the rest of the world. But one thing we need to do as Africans is to come together. Yes, we are deciding as a country, but let us come together. Malawi is a member of SADC. Can the rest of SADC members do like Malawi? Can SADC region do like Malawi and say, as a region, we have agreed that we are no longer going to export our minerals into raw forms. Otherwise, we will find ourselves into difficulties, and it will be only Malawi which will be punished. You know, one day I was listening President Kagame on the issue of second-hand clothes, why Rwanda was removed from AGOA. In the East African community, all countries agreed that from now onward, we are no longer going to import second-hand clothes. Then all leaders agreed like that. Rwanda stopped export, import of second-hand clothes from America. But behind the scene, other countries continue to import those products. So America, seeing Rwanda, is stopping import of second-hand clothes and seeing like Rwanda is sabotaging the business of America. What America did is to remove Rwanda from AGOA. But why Rwanda was removed? It's because other countries betrayed Rwanda in the East African community. So that's why just warn Malawi and calling other countries in the SADC to join Malawi. Because if we don't support Malawi as a regional bloc by following the same suit, Malawi will be punished. And you will find that some investors will withdraw their money, move out of the country. That's what they're doing. You remember what they did to Zambia. They did like that. When Zambia said we are no longer going to export our copper, what they did, they removed their capital, say we are going to other countries. But if they can find no place in the entire continent, all of us we can speak with one voice, they will not run away because they want these resources. But if they have opportunity to find resources in other countries, they will move out. And if they don't move out, sometimes they destabilize you. The way we have seen in Burkina, they have tried to support insurgents, they have tried to support terrorists to make sure that you cannot be stable until you agree with their conditions. But all in all, it needs our wills, our uh, our power as Africans. So I think we need to join hands to join revolution, and that's why I have been speaking about Traoreization of Africa. Traoreization must reach every corner of this continent. I want to hear from you. Do you see we are in the right track as a continent? Do you see other countries will follow the same suit? Do you see tribalization is moving to many parts of the continent? Of course, it is moving because you remember what happened to Madagascar. It's all a tribalization of Africa. What happened now in Malawi? What happened in Ghana? Recently, I shared a video of the president of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, talking about regulations and laws of trucks and loads in Burkina that even Ghana is going to adopt some of regulations and laws from Burkina Faso. That is a good thing, and this is showing that Burkina Faso is leading. You know, there was a notion in the previous that young people cannot be a good leader. Young people are not matured enough, maybe to lead a nation or to take lead of a country. But Captain Ibrahim Traore has shown us the way, and that's why they have tried many times to kill him, to assassinate him, because they don't want terrorization of Africa. Those who tried to remove him from power, now they have shocked that terrorization is spreading across the entire continent. Of course, we know political leaders will not appreciate, will not come out and speak that Traore is a good leader. So, a few of them have appreciated. For instance, President John Dramani Mahama, a president of Ghana, he's a good leader. He appreciated and congratulates President Traore, and always he refer Traore as a good example. But we have other leaders who are still denying to recognize that Traore is showing us the way. But let us leave them alone. We know the time will come when they will appreciate what Traore is doing is profess. So let us go back to Malawi. I want to ask you, why a previous leader or President Chakwera didn't take this action to stop export of raw minerals? Why Chakwera allowed minerals in Malawi to move into raw forms? You know, that's something that maybe we Africans we don't understand. We have this thing that we call democracy. In democracy, we have multipartism. In multipartism, we have several political parties, and these political parties sometimes they have good leaders, the way we have seen President Mahama came from political leader. We have good leaders such as Duma Boko of Botswana, President of Namibia, um, came from political party. Also, Peter Mutharika of Malawi. But in other countries, political parties are being used by the Western power. They sponsor some political parties for their own interests. So today you see Peter Mutharika of Malawi has said that no more export of low minerals. But those who are beneficiaries of that system, they will join force, sponsored by the West and other Eastern countries, to come together and find someone who will contest against Peter Mutharika or against Peter Mutharika to make sure that Peter Mutharika is going out of power. Then after going out of power, someone who will come will allow minerals to move out of Malawi unprocessed. That's how political parties and these democrats are doing. If you listen, all African leaders, all of them, many of them, let not say all of them, many of them are talking about processing or value addition of our natural resources. But few of them are rejecting. Few of them are rejecting. Why? Because those who are rejecting are being sponsored by the West. So they are there to support the interest of the West. That's why they are not ready to see that resources are going to be processed here in the continent. They don't want Africans to get jobs. They want Africans to continue to live into poverty so that they can control them. But the good thing that I see, Traore as awakening majority of leaders, even those who are in political parties, I see they have started awakening. Because if they don't awaken, young people are coming after them. You have seen what happened to Madagascar. Just imagine a president hold a passport of France. Is a president of Madagascar, but he has a passport of France. It means he is a citizen of France. So we have been led by leaders who are not our people, who are citizens of other countries. So they are here because they are being sponsored by those who are given citizenship and those who they came from. So they are leading for the interest of those people. But the time has come, brothers and sisters. The wave of changes, the wave of revolution is moving across the entire continent. And that's why you see even those who are in political have decided to join revolutions. It is not an easy. It is not an easy. But all in all, we will reach. Brothers and sisters, I have no more to share. But the aim is to share the message of the president of Malawi, President Peter Mutharika, after joining Captain Ibrahim Traore in stopping and banning export of low gold, low diamond, in general, low minerals. So if you have something to share with us, please do so through the comment section. And if you're new in this platform, make sure that, brothers and sisters, you subscribe to join a big family of Make Africa Great. And if you have already subscribed, please share this message to other Africans here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora so that they can understand what is going on here in the continent of Africa. Good news to you is that Africans in the diaspora from US, more than thousands Africans will get citizenship of Burkina Faso, and by the end of this month, they will be in Burkina Faso under ADDI led by Dr. Alkanach Ombolekwao, also Piero Lumumba Foundation under Professor Piero Lumumba. All of them will be in Burkina. Farmers of Thought under Joshua Maponga, and also Pan-Africanists such as Semi Keba will be there, and also Dr. Omar Johnson Ifatunde Traore will be there in Ouagadougou to share and to join the Africans in Burkina Faso to build industries, to transform and totalize education, totalize agriculture and other sector. They're there. They will be there to support and join the people of Burkina Faso. So we'll share what will happen there. So be prepared for those good news from Burkina, and we will continue to share, as I said many times, good news will be shared through this platform. After that, brothers and sisters, let me say, have a nice time. Thank you for watching. See you next time in another video. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.